So guys, we are so fortunate and blessed today to be sitting here with the Patrick Carroll. So Patrick, introduce yourself to the audience and then let's just take a stroll down memory lane and what brings us to here.
Glad to be here. I'm the fortunate one. I grew up in Tampa, Florida. I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club system and was lucky enough. I moved up here when I was 19 years old to Atlanta. It was back in the day where you could get 100% financing. So I started flipping houses, building houses, everything like that. The downturn came along and I was luckily in a position where I was small enough not to get wiped out. So starting in 2009, I bought 3 property management companies, based here in Atlanta, and we grew the platform from there. Since then, we've done 20 billion worth of deals. I'd say it's a true American dream story. I moved down to Miami, last year, literally a year ago, and I called up the Boys and Girls Club. I've always been affiliated with them, and I said, let me know if there's anything I can do. And they said, Mr. Carroll, the one big thing is the children don't have enough money to buy shoes, to play sports and things like that. And indeed. I grew up as an athlete, and so organized sports was such a big part of my life.
Yes.
And the day before, this guy named Kickz had a Brinks truck at my house because I was buying sneakers for my kids. And so I rang him up and I said, what would $100,000 worth of shoes look like to give away? Yeah. And so we did the first one in Miami. It was heart melting. I mean, the kids, their mothers, were just, full of tears. So I said, it went off so well. I said, I'll do it in 10 cities, $1 million. And let's do 10 different Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, yes. So, generally I ask, what is your corporate social responsibility? But realistically, guys, he just answered that. His corporate social responsibility is to give back. And where there's a need, he plans to fulfill. You are a servant leader and a philanthropist extraordinaire. And we salute you for that.
Thank you, man.
So today, what do you expect to see from the children today?
Hopefully lots of smiles, lots of excitement. I mean, the shoes that we're bringing are hard to get shoes. They're, they're not just, we didn't go to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy a bunch of shoes. These are like Benny, the sneaker god. These shoes they're going to be really excited about. Literally, it came from me buying them for my sons. I gave them to my sons, and they were so excited. All their friends wanted them, everything. And I remember I grew up as a basketball player. Having a pair of Jordans or something like that was like a flex.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
see, you were fortunate because my parents were like, "I'm not paying $100 for a pair of shoes." So trust me, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
So hopefully a lot of excitement. I always try to give a little bit of a, impression on entrepreneurship. Indeed. Kind of, not to be cliche, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. That's the message I try to get across. But, it's hard to contain a bunch of little kids. And
Indeed.
So, hopefully we just make a lot of fun. I brought a buddy of mine up who's a well-known DJ, so there'll be good music. So hopefully it's just a lot of fun.
Guys, I agree. If he can do it, you can do it. And just remember, start small. I was conversing with a young lady. Shout out to Boys and Girls Club, baby. Shout out to them all across America because that is where it begins, in the community. It begins in the community. Let's bring the village back. We're here at the Warren Boys and Girls Club in Atlanta, and we are going to watch history be made. Yes, history will be made. $1 million worth of shoes across the United States. I'm excited, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Ma'am.
And please let everybody know how they can connect with you.
My Instagram's mpatrickcarroll. You can follow me there. That's probably the easiest and most convenient. That's way of the world these days.
Amazing. So, Patrick Carroll, ladies and gentlemen.